So I'll be showing you how to compute Z-scores using SPSS. Now, in order to get to this screen, what you want to do is open up SPSS, then locate the Excel spreadsheet titled Training Course Data, and once you hit OK, SPSS will automatically populate the data and the variables for you. So you might have across the top B1, B2, etc. What I have done is I've went into variable view and relabeled all my variables. And this makes things a lot more simple and easier to understand. So we're going to be focusing on is the final exam score, and we're going to compute the z-scores for that. And in order to do that, you want to go to the top of the menu, click on Analyze, go to Descriptive Stats, and click on Descriptives. Now on the left, you'll see all of our variables. You want to scroll all the way to the all the way to the bottom until you reach I-21 or final exam score or whatever you have titled it. And you'll see at the bottom here it says save standardized values as variables. And we want to check that box because that's what's going to give us our z-scores. Now if you hit options, you'll see that the mean, standard deviation, minimum, and maximum is selected automatically. I'm just going to go ahead and deselect minimum and maximum and just keep the mean and standard deviation. All we want to do is hit continue and hit OK, and SPSS should populate what we require. Now what you see here is the final exam score. There's 501 individuals that have taken the exam. The mean was 80.01 and the standard deviation was 12.467. Now you'll see that the z-scores are not listed here. They are actually in the data view or the data editor. So in order to go back to that screen, you want to click on this and you'll see the last row here, the z-scores of the final score or the final exam. So they've been populated here, and that's how you get your z-scores. Now, if you want to see this in graph form, which kind of makes things a little more simple sometimes, you want to click on graphs at the top of the menu, go to legacy dialogues, and click on histogram. You want to go to the left and find final exam score or I-21 again, or whatever you've labeled it, and select that to the right and hit OK. And we'll get a histogram of the final exam. So you'll see that there's a mean of 80, which is right here, a standard deviation of 12.467, and the number is 501. Now, if you want to compute a graph of the z-scores that we just computed, you just go ahead and do the same thing again, graphs, legacy, dialogues, histogram, and now what you want to do is hit reset, scroll all the way to the bottom, and get the z-scores of the final exams instead. And SPSS will provide an output of the graph, as you can see here, 0, which would be 80, which is the mean, and then this goes to 2 standard deviations, and this goes down to -2, -4, and -6. And so that's how you compute z-scores, including graphs as well.